What's good, everybody? It is March 9th, 2025, Sunday night, 5 p.m. That means it is time for Film and Box Office News Live with the Council of Comics, episode 129. We're doing The Gentleman today. Back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing yourself here, lads. Kids stab, girls shoot, boys punch, grown-ups fight with their heads. That's where the real battle is. Up here, in the grave. Now wake up, lads. Life's quick, you're slow. Life's hard in the bone top.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone a superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What is good, Council of Comics? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people trying to win the world's greatest comic book giveaway. Black, baby. Yeah. Council
If you're gonna stab, don't dance.
Don't dance. Don't dance, a lot of you. Welcome.
Welcome back, Sam.
Huh?
So welcome back.
Oh,
We missed
thank
you.
Thank you. I missed you guys as well. You guys did an amazing job while I was gone. I always feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Because you guys do great.
Let's give a round of applause to Phil. He did an excellent job.
Phil, number two. I'm gonna call him number two,
Number two.
Engage.
like Star Trek. Yeah, number two. But Film and Box Office News, episode 129, one of the longest running shows on the tubes about film and box office, consistent every week. We go over a new movie every week, and we also give you chances to win ducks for our monthly giveaway. And the first duck of the night is Mayhem, given to us by Phil. I'll put it down at the bottom as a banner. There you go. Put that into the comments section, and we will draw for that duck in a little bit. We'll get right into it. Phil, if you got that box office, we'll get right into seeing if Captain America can hold the top spot, or will
No.
he get
I think it
thrown?
was last week.
It got, no,
He
it
was
was
number one last week.
It was number one last week, and I got that information right here. Box office made about $4 million from last week, actually, this week.
Okay.
Yeah, Mickey 17.
And Mickey 17 is your number one movie, making $19,100,000.
Not surprising.
So
Okay.
Not surprising at
Captain
all.
America: Brave New World is number two. It lost that top spot. It made $8,500,000 over the weekend, though, bringing its total to 370 worldwide.
370. Will it make 400?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
400, yeah.
Yes.
It's not
Oh,
even
right.
500.
so, yeah, it,
might
it might make
35.
that's a hard 30 million to make. Like
It
it
is.
made 8.
It is.
Oh, next
be
weekend it'll probably
positive.
make 4. So
I'm gonna say yes.
it'll be close.
Yeah, I'm pushing for it to do 400. Hope
I don't know if it's gonna make 200 domestic though. Like,
Yeah.
That's
It
wild,
hit.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, I guess it got 8 this weekend. Like there again, that's gonna be
America not showing up for America. What's going on?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
no.
we know why.
What do you mean? All right, sorry. go ahead.
Last Breath comes in at number 3. It was number 2 last week. That brought in another 4,200,000. The Monkey comes into number 4 this week. And that brings in another 3,900,000. Paddington in Peru brings in another 3,850,000. Dogman is number 6 this week, bringing in another 3,500,000. Total domestic is 88 million for Dogman. Honora is back on the chart at number 7 because
Well, it did win the Oscar.
Yeah, it won the Best Picture Oscar.
They tend to do that when it wins the Oscar.
So, it had
Especially because almost nobody saw it.
Yeah.
I think it did. We have worldwide 46 million. I watched it. I didn't go. I definitely watched it.
It got into an extra 1,100 theaters, so
yeah,
I'm surprised that it went up.
Yeah, it got that Best Picture. And it really rocked at the Oscars. It didn't just win Best Picture.
What was that movie last week that they put in like 500 extra theaters and it made less money?
Yeah, but it didn't win an Oscar.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah,
it's the Oscar thing more than anything else.
And she won the Oscar for Best Actress. It won Best Picture. It came out with like 5 Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
It was the big winner. Mufasa Lion King, number 8. Total domestic is 250,000. That made another 1,700,000. Rule Breakers was number 9, and that made 1,593,401,000. And the number 10 movie of the week is Night of the Zoopocalypse, which made 1,060,000.
Okay, nice.
And In Lost Lands came in at 11, also making 1,043,000, and that's really rounds up like the top 10.
Who's at that bottom? The Rule of Jenny Penn.
The Rule of Jenny Penn's new this week. That's number 20. It's only in 878 theaters, but it made 263,000. At the bottom is Unholy Song. It made $1,212, and it played in 2 theaters. Yep.
Jeez.
After releasing an evil witch from its cursed tape, the landlord and his 2 new renters must confront their fears and skepticism to defeat this entity.
So, watching on streaming or
it must be going to like
Evil Dead.
Basically, that's what it sounds like.
So yeah, it's been out for like 9 days and 20 theaters.
The thing with that Evil Dead movie, and I don't remember if I saw the first one first. I definitely saw it, but the second one's the better of the 2. But I remember thinking about halfway through that movie. So wait, you knew that if you played this record, you were going to release a demon, and you played it anyway? Like, what are you thinking?
Right.
Well, we had to see.
Yeah, we got to make sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Just in case.
But he might give us something.
Yeah.
So not much at the box office, right?
Not
Captain
much
America
really
is up
up
there
at the
still.
box office.
What's the next big movie that's coming out?
I
Probably
looked it up last
Snow
week
White.
with my phone.
Snow White's coming out.
Oh, he said
boy,
he
can't wait
said
for that one.
Would we call that a big movie?
I think it's going to be big as it's going to be the number 1 movie that week.
Well,
Yeah,
that doesn't-
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, come
We
on.
all know how it's gonna go, right? I think we all know how it's gonna go.
Hold on.
They even
Oh,
stopped
man.
what was it, the London premiere or premiere overseas because they didn't want her to be answering with like paparazzi and stuff.
I think, yeah, true. Novocaine.
Black Bag.
Novocaine looks interesting.
Death of a Unicorn.
Black Bag.
Black Bag. Oh, Sinners.
Oh, here we go. Minecraft movie.
Oh, that's coming out this month?
No, it's next month. First week
Oh,
of next
okay.
month. The Accountant 2.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see the
Thunderbolts is
first
May.
one.
I would say Thunderbolts is the next big
Yeah,
money maker.
I would agree. And I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
trailer. I mean, we all like the trailers, right? But
Ooh,
I did.
another Final
the
Destination
last trailer was
movie.
pretty good.
No.
Do you think?
sure,
Where
guy?
do you think
I'm
Thunderbolts
I'm
will
not saying
compare
they should
with?
make it. I'm saying it's coming out.
I think Thunderbolts is
stopped
gonna
at
make more than
3.
Captain America: Brave New World.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a better overall movie.
I
Okay.
agree. Because I think it had some reshoots, but not like Captain America.
Yeah, and it's kind of different. I mean, yeah, people say it's Suicide Squad for DC, but I'm talking about like in the Marvel range of movies.
Mhm.
It's a little different. You know what I mean? They're taking all these characters from different projects and putting them together. You got Yelena, who's a star in her own, and you're putting her with Bucky. the Winter Soldier, and then you got a little cast around him.
Well,
And you got Sentry as well. We don't know how it's going to be, but it does pique our interest that Sentry is
so
going to be
how
in this
is
movie.
Bucky still doing all this stuff if we're saying in this current movie that just came out, he's now running for political office?
Yes, I think he actually
Make
wins.
that make sense.
I think he's already in office by the time this movie starts.
So
Yeah.
make that make sense.
Yeah.
That
I
would
mean-
make
So
sense.
that's like saying the county executive is running around being a vigilante. We're okay with it.
Well, let's just say that county executive was already doing that, and then decided to become a county executive.
Yeah.
And go back to that life.
Yeah.
That's how. It
True.
is.
I'll give you that, but still.
Yeah.
JSS Brooklyn hit us with the
And what do
super
you
chat.
Oh,
got?
you know
Producer is
what?
back.
I've seen it all.
Oh, thank you. Let's give you this for that little bad boy. Thank you. Thank you, JSS Brooklyn. I appreciate that. I'm very happy to be back. As
Everything that they said though, like, and I'll point this out too about Captain America with the reshoots. I'm hearing the same thing. I just changed Captain America to Superman. Oh,
Well.
like I'm hearing all the same.
Wait a minute.
stuff.
A James Gunn movie in the James Gunn universe isn't going to do well?
I never
Oh.
like I was never convinced he was like the savior. I was like more convinced that he could pull it off after Creature Commandos. I don't know about the savior.
We're gonna
I am
see.
I'm not gonna say anything. All I'm gonna say, I'm a fan of James Gunn, and I'm a fan of just about 99% of his movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is like
I'm
what
gonna
has
say.
he done like besides Guardians of the Galaxy? What has he done that I would know?
Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it?
That
I didn't really
uh,
like that one too much.
He makes a good looking movie. I'm not going to can't
I
he
would-
does.
but the
I
story
would say this:
sometimes a little
main problem.
And even like Guardians to me
Suicide
isn't
Squad.
like top tier Marvel. It's like that meteor ochre.
Yeah.
Well,
The main
which
problem with
one?
the main
Which
problem
one?
with Suicide Squad
First one-
is the villain.
First one to me is top 5 Marvel movies of all time.
Okay, so he
Yeah.
made I think he did Sliver.
Oh, did he? That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's old.
Okay.
Brightburn. Yeah, that was 06.
Brightburn.
Brightburn was fun. See, if he makes a
Peacemaker.
Brightburn DC movie, I'm all for it. Brightburn.
I agree.
Did you see it?
I agree. Yes. If they make
that's a great movie.
yes, if they make a Bizarro Brightburn type of movie,
I feel
I'm just
like
saying.
he wanted to make Brightburn. He took that to DC, and they're like, "Well, you can't do that with Superman."
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
making it anyway.
yeah, that's
I just
basically what
won't
it
be
is.
Superman.
That's basically what it is.
Some people are, I don't know about Superman. I don't know.
You know
Yeah.
what? You said it. If they wanted to pull this off, they need a good Superman movie to do it. I don't even know
Yeah.
if that needs to be
did
a
say
great
that.
movie. I think it just needs to be good because that seems to be the.
I think
You
it needs to
remember-
do just as good as Man of Steel.
You remember that
Has
movie,
it.
the Belko Experiment?
Yeah, I do.
He didn't direct it, but he wrote it.
So, here's the thing with the Superman movie: it can't just be good. It doesn't have to be fantastic, but it can't. You can't come out of that movie going, "Well," it has
Yeah.
to be. All right, that was good. I enjoyed it.
So let me
Yeah.
put it like this: you can't come out of it like how people was with Captain America. It
Yes.
said it's not bad, but it wasn't
It should have been
great.
better.
Right.
Yeah, got you.
I think. And you know what? I think that's how people are going to come out of it, and I think it's still going to be like enough for him to like continue. That's the,
I think it's gonna be enough for him to continue.
yeah, I think it'll be enough for him to
Oh, to
continue.
continue, absolutely. But
Yeah. So, and I think that's like maybe what they're aiming for, unfortunately. Where I'd
and now
rather
here's
be
the thing too: is
And then they can get Green Shirt guy all riled up when they bring
Greaser guy in
Yeah.
play.
Then bring,
When they bring Batman
Batman
into the when they bring Batman into
the
that
box
universe.
office is almost irrelevant on some level because it's a Superman movie, so it's gonna make money. Superman, Batman, a couple of these movies are gonna make 300,000-400,000 just because it's got the name on it.
yes.
Okay. Big Lion Cat, I don't know who you gave that to. but you
Oh.
deserve. You gave it to one of the channels. I'm going to say, is it the Turn Up one? Tune Up?
Turn up.
I don't know. Which one is this?
You
Oh
mean
God.
turn it?
Let's see which one it is, please. Whatever, Cliff. Lord, please. Let's see what it is.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that.
I don't know what it was,
Okay.
but I'm down for it.
But yeah, I've heard like a lot of the same complaints we heard going into Captain America. I am hearing them about like these early screenings of Superman
good sign.
now, and
I haven't heard
Well-
bad reviews from the screenings. They've been pretty good.
The main
decent.
issue I heard people have with is just Guy Gardner's hair.
Come on,
That's
they
the
gotta
main
get.
thing.
They gotta get over that.
Yeah.
Don't cliff out on us. You know
I mean,
what
do
I
they
mean?
need to make him look like Just Jack? Or
Listen,
No, Simple
listen.
Simple Jack?
Listen, we're not talking about this.
Oh,
Okay.
Joseph Michael says it's number 1, Sam, not number 2. Okay, I got that wrong. I'm more on Star Wars than Star Trek.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have
all
no
right.
problem with Mr. Terrific's hair. Okay, you could just
Is
give
it
him
not-
a little fade.
I'm more a problem with
Mm.
Mr. Terrific being in the movie.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's mayhem. I tell you, we're gonna spin
Damn.
Mayhem Weekend. I picked it up Friday. Mayhem came out.
All right,
Nice.
let's spin. Oh, what's going on here? I'll turn this up. Yeah, 15 seconds to put it in the comments section. 15,
12
14,
people.
13, 12, 11,
12 people
10,
watching.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. Round and round it goes. Where it lands, no one knows who will win the
Not even
first
me.
duck of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Who's it going to be?
Hey.
Christina
Payne.
Payne. Let me put you in here, Christina Payne. Congratulations. Thank you for all your work in the comments section. Next duck up is... Okay, we'll see how this one goes. But this is... Put the gay back in Marvin Gaye. I tried to put the accent in like he said it in the movie.
Yes.
So,
Good try, sir. Good try.
let me type a banner up for this.
Got to be a little more sing-song because he's Irish.
He's Irish. He's a good actor, man.
Who, Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get into
Some-
it later, but there's a couple moments in this movie I'm like, that's amazing. And he doesn't do a whole lot, but it's just this, yeah.
All right, it's a banner at the
Continue,
bottom.
What I have to say, Green Shirt Guy.
Boom, boom.
Huh?
So wait till you hear what I have to say about this movie.
I'm waiting.
Let me do a couple announcements real quick. I want to spread these announcements out today. Young at Heart Foundation, great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. They do great things for kids awaiting medical procedures out there. 2 ways that you can help this organization. Number 1 is to go to youngatheartfoundation.com, scroll down and click this register to become a donor button right here for Donate at Life America. More than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can help by registering to become a donor today. The other way you can help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds gathered together and create these great gift boxes for the kids. If you have other ways that you want to help Mike, give him a call at 323-396-9998 or email him at info@youngatheartfoundation.com and let him know the council sent you. Alternativus, this is our home away from homes, located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony, and Anthony has a great special for you guys out there trying to get your comic books. You don't have a local comic book shop, or you're just driving too far. Anthony's going to solve all your problems. He's going to get your pull list. He's going to bag and board all your books at no extra cost, and he's going to take 10% off the order and ship it out to you. If that's what you want to get done anywhere in this continental United States, give him a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternativerse2@aol.com. Let him know the council sent you. The website is alternativerse.net. They have comics, cards, toys, and every weekend they have card tournaments, Arcana, Pokemon, Magic. Get in touch with Anthony, and he will let you know what is going on
Speaking
that
of-
weekend.
Phil,
Yes.
how'd you do?
I think RJ did better than me. I'm not sure.
RJ finished third.
RJ finished third. Yeah, he did better than me. I don't remember what exact place I came in. It wasn't. I don't think it was last place. I did pretty good.
Right on.
Like first game, I won one. I lost one, and it was against RJ actually. We tied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we tied. So that was like a kind of a tie. The second one was against Aaron, and I lost. The third was against Jason, and it went 3 rounds, and I won.
Right on.
All
And
right.
the last one I lost in like 2. No, actually, no. It went 3. It did go 3. It went long, and I was like a bit tired and drained after Lorcana yesterday. I don't know how else to say
I'm gonna
it,
come
but-
film it one day. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get the close-ups. I'm gonna get them all like.
Yeah, like you think
I feel
if you think comic collecting is stressful, just play Lorcana.
I used to be a Magic the Gathering player. I used to get these things called Magic headaches. If I play Magic for too long, I literally will have a migraine.
Really?
Yeah, I think because you're trying to like make everything work, and it's a draft game, so you kind of got like everybody's a little bit more level. You don't have this built up deck that you spent like $1 billion on making.
And you constantly you're reading and doing math almost at the same time. Like, okay, I got to build this deck to beat this other opponent, and I don't know what cards the other person's gonna pick. So it's it's stressful.
That was RJ's thing. He's like, I had fun. I would do it again. He goes, but I didn't get a chance to look at any of the cards that were coming out, so I don't know. Like, there's cards that work together with each other. He goes, so when you got cards passing, he's like, I don't know whether I should take this or not because I don't know what else is in this.
It was a brand new set. That was the thing. Right. It was a whole new set. So I don't follow it as well to know like all these cards. Like I like to be surprised when I'm opening these draft packs. So, but yeah, to pick out like things. So yeah, that's them.
Excellent. JS says, where are you at? He says, for the panel, yes, beware. People will offer you single malt and Wagyu beef without any aspect. We'll talk about that a little later, JS says, Brooklyn. First up, I want to talk about Daredevil Born Again.
All right. And I just want to say this because none of this, we're not spoiling nonsense. If you don't want to know, turn it off now. Or
here's your warning.
Hit mute. We'll go like this. We'll go like this when it's time to come back.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about it. We're talking about it.
Full spoiler alert.
And I'll give you 10 seconds before the spoiler starts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why'd you do it to Foggy, man?
For real?
Why?
Yeah, you don't recognize the fridge when you see it?
Oh my God, they fridged him.
They fridged him in the first 5 minutes. Also, the first 5 minutes that Daredevil appears in the whole 2 episodes.
Yeah, amazing fight. One shot continuation, like from the Netflix shows where they did the one shot things.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, here we go, let's go. But when I saw him line up and put Foggy in the scope, I said, they're not going to do it, are they?
Well, because the tease going in, everyone's like, oh, Karen Page is dead.
Karen Page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
He'll be back, but probably in like flashbacks or Daredevil going crazy scenes.
I wonder if they killed him instead of the original idea was to kill Karen Page. And they just switched it.
Well, the original idea was to not have them in the show at all.
Yeah.
Well, and she's not been since he got killed.
Yes. She'll be back though. They already said they're returning in season 2 as well. But so Daredevil went toe to toe with the Bullseye, threw him off the building.
Still lives.
So he's got to have healing factor, right? He's got to.
He was looking at something on the ground.
But
I don't know how they're going to explain that.
Gotta have a healing factor. Like, you can't survive that.
There is many a time like people get up and walk away from things they shouldn't survive,
especially in comic books.
For real.
Yeah.
The scene with them at the diner with Matt.
That was my favorite scene of the show.
Oh,
actually,
so good.
With, was them at the diner.
So good.
I feel like this also, they should have just called this Mayor Fisk instead of Born Again, because that's where they're really pulling. Like that's for like the two little things I have is this is pulling a lot more from the Mayor Fisk story arc than it is from Born Again.
Yeah,
they
so far.
And they
Yeah.
picked Born Again because that's the more famous Daredevil arc. It would be like Batman making a Death in the Family movie and then actually pulling it from Hush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Daredevil fan, then you know.
Two things with that. One, the Born Again title is you could say that it's Born Again because they brought it back.
They pulled it from the comic title.
Yeah.
They pulled it from that run.
I mean, I know they pulled it from the comics, but I'm saying you can also use it as them bringing it, saying that, hey, that was Born Again, that they brought the show back, and it's been gone for years.
Yeah, that's what Charlie Cox said. He said we're not necessarily taking the story, but it's just Daredevil coming back.
And that was part two. They said they're not really pulling it. It's not really Born Again based off the comic.
Yeah.
That's what they pulled it for. That's my point. Like they pulled it, that's a comic title and
it does have the comic link. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we see it, we're like, oh, that was a comic book story.
Yeah. Well, just okay. You can say the same thing about Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War and Civil War.
Except Civil War, they actually pulled a lot of the ideas from Civil War, and the same thing with Infinity War.
Yeah,
where this is pulling.
If you read Infinity War, it was nothing like what we watched.
Oh, it was nothing like that movie. Yeah. Infinity War.
That's
was
Infinity
like
Gauntlet. Is what we.
Yeah. Infinity War was nothing like that. He does name drop Spider-Man and the Punisher.
Yes.
Yep.
And they do tease the Muse.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Don't expect Spider-Man to show up though, because Sony does not allow Marvel to put Spider-Man in television shows long form. Right. So don't expect him to show up. Punisher, I hear, is coming next episode, in episode 3.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I gotta tell you, I don't need Punisher in this story, but it's fine.
Yeah, they're setting him up for. From what I hear, it's going to be a Disney Plus movie that they're making for Punisher.
What, for Punisher?
Yeah. So they're setting him up for that. But yeah, first episode great. Fisk becomes mayor.
That's right out of the comics.
Yeah, episode 2. Daredevil, after seeing Foggy die, he I guess he thought he killed Bullseye or whatever, but he went too far, or he's just done, whatever.
And that's why
and his buddy figures out that he's Daredevil.
Yes, the cop.
And
Perry
or something like that.
Yeah, he has a whole new firm with a new lawyer. I don't think she knows he's Daredevil though.
I don't know her, but that's fine.
Not yet.
Yeah.
He knows coming though.
White Tiger. White Tiger is introduced. I hope we see more. I hope just that little thing on the phone with him in the bodega. I hope that's not the only thing we see.
Some more.
You know what I mean?
Because you saw the amulet in his
clothes. Yeah, so they're bringing the amulet in it. Yeah. They might introduce like maybe a niece or a daughter, because remember White Tiger, there was a younger version of White Tiger that came in after him. Yes. So they might do that because they can't continue with the character because, unfortunately the actor passed away. So they can't unless they recast. That's, but then at the end of episode 2, did he kill those cops?
100%.
Yeah.
How's he getting out of this?
Here's the thing that I thought about when that happened. Forget how he gets away, because he's Daredevil. He's going to get away. He screwed that guy over.
Yes.
Because they'll think he did it.
There's 2 dead cops in your apartment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now how are you going to use them?
That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, well, that guy is screwed either way now.
Right.
Maybe they're not dead though.
I was gonna say
that one dude's neck snapped.
I heard that. Yeah, I saw it. Oh, look, bro.
This is he's not
dead. I don't know. If he's not dead, he's paraplegic. You're gonna be paralyzed from the neck down.
And also, could you say, "Well, I'm a blind guy. Do you think I killed the 2 of them?" Like,
okay. I'm not worried about him getting away. I'm trying to figure out how he's gonna clean up the crime scene. That's really the issue. He clearly kills him because it's a throwback to that first episode where he still hasn't found a way to not go too far. Because remember, before he starts fighting, he's like, don't do it.
So I have a question. So y'all remember the storylines in Marvel with Civil War and the Devil's Reign, right? This basically what this is. This is the Devil's Reign. Devil's Reign is when Fisk becomes mayor and he put in a rule that all vigilantes are illegal in the city of New York. But
Was that its own book though? Because it wasn't in.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Devil's Rain. It was like a
it was
summer
an event. Yeah, it was
Okay, I was
summer.
gonna say, I
Yeah,
didn't read that one.
was it last summer? Yeah, it was.
It was last summer.
Maybe.
Or 2023.
Or maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, but
Yeah. Do you think that this is like Civil War? Because the reason why they doing the reason why I made
register? Are they supposed to register?
They
No, he just made them illegal.
Just make them illegal.
Because he had talked about that in the normal Daredevil book at one point, and in fact,
That was Devil Rain was about.
There's this whole sub story. Well, not sub story, because at one point Matt becomes a DA. So he's actually prosecuting people, but it's like, do I prosecute these people knowing that they're who they are, and I'm also wearing a mask, but nobody knows that.
And another thing, what we also forgot in the comics, Daredevil, not this run, but the last run, he killed somebody, and he went to jail for it.
Right.
I think majority of the comic it was him in jail. I think it was Chip's last run on Daredevil, Chip's Darkness. So it's
very interested to see how he's getting out of this.
Do y'all think this is like too close? Like you got the Civil War with the Accords, and then boom, now with Daredevil, with Fisk being the mayor, he's making them all.
I think you can separate.
But do the Accords? I don't think the Accords are in effect anymore.
Yeah, in this there is. They mentioned it.
No.
They mentioned it in the show.
Yeah, but we got to find out when this show takes place.
I also
because he said Spider-Man swinging around. So it's got to be after the blip, or it could be before. It could be before.
No, I think it's after.
Because they haven't mentioned that. They haven't mentioned the return or the snap. They didn't mention any of that. So it could be.
My one criticism, and you guys can roll your eyes if you need to. I'm done with D'Onofrio's voice.
The who's?
Oh, yes.
The whole show. It's annoying.
How are you?
Wait, whose voice?
The Kingpin.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my eyes now.
You can roll your eyes. It's one thing for a but all the time. I mean, come on.
But he did
that makes
makes
my complaints look like almost that like Daredevil's in it for 5 minutes in the first 2 episodes.
Hey, I need him to show up again. Please don't go another episode without showing us.
Well, how about when who was it? He was talking about? Oh, when they're in the diner, and he says, "Well, are you looking for a protege?" And he's like, "Well, I had one for a while, but it didn't go well."
Yeah, she shot him in the face.
She shot you in the face, right?
Okay. So yeah, good so far.
Good so far.
Yes. I was just messing with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it so far. We'll see what the next episode.
I really like it. I enjoyed it. I was in this room. I had all my lights off. I had this big monitor in front of me. I had my wireless headphones on, and I watched both episodes back to back, and I was very happy with it.
I think the majority of people were. There's those lingering people out there that just find something bad about everything, So, but I think the majority of it is really, really good.
Spend enough time in Twitter that statement will be so true.
Yeah. So shout out to Daredevil Born Again. Good.
Did you like the new opening?
Yes.
It had the same music though.
Red, but it's fine.
It had the same music. I like that too.
I can see that. I can see that Green Shirt guy. I can see that.
And I just gotta mention the one shot when he's swinging and he lands and it's like a famous comic book scene.
Oh yeah,
He looked phenomenal, swinging around and going through the city. Better than Netflix ever did it.
You don't like the Daredevil suit?
I don't like this suit. I don't.
Whoa.
I know that again. That's nitpicky. I'll live with it. It's not like I'm not gonna watch it because it doesn't do it for me.
I'm sure it'll change.
I wish you would have said that too. I would have more enjoyed if you would have said, "I'm stop watching Daredevil because I don't like his suit."
No. More Daredevil. Always more Daredevil.
All right, let's spin for this second duck of the night. Put the gay back in Marvin Gaye.
Okay, we got 9 people watching, 11 people watching.
Rosario Dawson back with Daredevil.
Well, she could come back. She could come back. She's part of that whole thing.
She don't need to come back. That is my second boo. Okay.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want her to come back?
Because
she's
she
gonna
got to
get
come
with
back to
Murdoch,
me.
and he doesn't want to see it.
Me.
That's a bit selfish there, Green Shirt Guy. We want to see her as well.
I'm not saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I didn't
saying
mean Green Shirt Guy. I mean C Bizzle. Sorry.
If I get Rosario Dawson and I be called selfish, I'm okay with that.
So, because if nothing else, Daredevil is one of the renowned coxmen of the Marvel universe.
Right? Right?
Bagged She-Hulk, bro. Like, come on.
Right?
Jeez. All right. You got 15 seconds. Put it in the comment section. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Boom.
Draw. Only 4 of you choosing. All right. Let's see which one of the 4 is going to be in
Man
the
misspelled it. It better be.
Grumpy G.
He called it. Joseph Michael
Congratulations,
Blaine
Grumpy G.
Green guy.
Congratulations. And I want to say a special thing about a duck. If C Bizzle's channel reaches 500 subscribers by tomorrow, end of tomorrow's show, I will give everybody in the chat a duck.
Quack, quack, quack. Ducks
Everybody in the chat a duck.
Wow.
So
I
you
get
got
one?
today and tomorrow to make couching and slouching with C Bizzle. 500.
See, guys, I'm not the only one that's tired of being stuck at 485.
Go out there and get it done, and everybody will get a duck. All right.
You
Good.
get duck.
Speaking of
Everybody
which,
gets duck.
C Bizzle, tell us a little bit about your channel.
So, guys, my channel is mainly at this moment unboxing, but I am doing something new with my channel. I will be talking about miniseries. So that's I have it right here. So I'm reading that up, catching up, rereading it, I should say. So I really do appreciate you guys for watching my channel, commenting on it. I really enjoy doing this. Every Monday I drop my 3 comic books I'm hyped for New Comic Book Day. I can't wait to show y'all guys tomorrow what 3 books I'm most hyped for. Because I got a lot of books this week. I got like 21 books, but I got to narrow my hype to just 3 of them. So I can't wait you guys to check those out. I'm also here every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday with the Council Comics, and bi-weekly on Thursday with Fill in the Blanks with this gorgeous man right here, Green Shirt Guy. We had great fun last week.
Maxi episode.
Yes, with Absolute Wonder Woman. In 2 weeks, we'll be doing Ultimate Wolverine. We're going to be doing we sketch some blank covers for that character, and we're going to have some great fun. We always have awesome questions, so please come check us out.
Indeed. And if you guys are watching, I'm putting at the bottom, let's get C Bizzle to 500. Get that hashtag in the comments section. Clifford is not with us today, but shout out to Clifford and all his wonderful, wonderful members. Go there and subscribe to his channel. He has great stuff there. His great lives. Cocktails is it cocktails with Cliff?
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't.
It's all depends on the guest, I think. Right?
So make sure you get over there and subscribe to Cliff on Comics. And of course, the Council of Comics. We just reached 1,090. I think 1,092 on our way to 1,100. We go live 3 times a week, 4 times a week. One is twice.
3.5 times a week.
3.5. We'll say 3.5. Of course, film and box office news on Sundays, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow, new keys and hot comics of the week, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday, new comic book day live, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. And every other week, fill in the blanks with C Bizzle, Green Shirt Guy, and a rotating of hosts for fill in the blanks, where they do lovely, lovely drawings. I did drop another Council Conversations. It's my rant on comic book variants. I watched it and I was like, some of the parts I watched because I recorded it long ago. I was like, oh, I don't even think like that anymore. But anyway, I threw it out there anyway. So if you disagree or whatever,
Like that
whatever, just give it a like.
Someone's trying to not to get canceled.
Yeah. I mean, but I would never say stuff like that. I would never
Allegedly.
do So make sure you
Oh,
are
man.
subscribed. And we also have memberships. There's 3 layers of memberships. I just request, I suggest doing the $199 so you can get into the membership giveaway. It gives you extra ducks also for the subscriber giveaway. There's 2 other levels. There's a $5.99, I think, and a $9.99. You get a lot of ducks. So I suggest becoming a member as well. One last shout out. Sunday lineup. We are part of this great Sunday lineup that started at 9:30 a.m. with the Sunday Comic Book Hangover Show. 9:45 was Comic Book Church. 4:30 was the Merry Monday Mail Call. At 5, it's Heroes for Hire. No. It's the Council of Comics. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Cliff must have had like a guest thing or something, and he didn't. I don't know what happened, but shout out to Heroes for Hire Comic Club. There they are at 6 p.m. They'll be on right after
Maybe it
us.
was a slide that was originally there. And it got...
Yeah, I feel like because that's the same font as that.
Right, and it's
So
in
it
the
might
same
be.
font.
Yeah, so a little mix up there. That's okay. Legion of Comics is at 6:30 for at week's end. At 7 p.m. kicking it with K-pop doing Angel Hunter, and at 9 p.m. with Black Crown Comics with the weekly comic book roundup. And that's the amazing Sunday lineup. Make sure you subscribe to all those channels. I put the duck up, right? All right.
Yes,
So
you did.
your homework for this week. Green Shirt Guy's last of his trilogy for Guy Ritchie 2025 season of directors, The Gentleman.
I just want to, before we start, point out that Guy Ritchie makes a lot of different movies. He doesn't just make London gangster movies, but I picked my 3 favorites because he's done King Arthur. He did the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yep.
He did some other stuff. So you can go through his IMDb, but these are of his movies. These are my favorites.
Yeah.
What's it say? An American expat tries to sell off his highly profitable marijuana empire in London, triggering plot schemes, bribery, and blackmail in an attempt to steal his domain out from under him. Directed
That's actually
by
pretty
Guy
accurate.
Ritchie.
That is very accurate.
Yeah.
This
Starring
all
Matthew
started 'cause one guy
McConaughey,
wanted
Charlie
to-
Hunnam, Michelle Dockery.
This all started
Colin
because one guy
Farrell,
wanted to get a discounted
Hugh
rate
Grant.
on his empire.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically how
Honestly,
this
the way
works.
it's like told with he was Hugh Grant
Mm-hmm.
trying to blackmail, like look, I got all this information, and he pretty much spells it out how he's like the one guy is setting it up, but what he does is like really rather creative.
Mhm.
The opening
rather
credits
well
are pretty
done.
great too.
Yes.
So, like, unlike his other movies, I felt like Guy Ritchie has like maybe even learned in his storytelling, where it didn't have to come off so fast and quick at you. He kind of sandpapered it down, and it went like a lot smoother. And it comes off like very well.
Yeah. I kind of want to try pickled eggs.
Oh, hell
I've
no.
never had them. I
hell
did
no.
want to try one
See?
too.
Yep.
No.
Thank you.
And
But I love how he asks for a pint, but he gets like an amber. No.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
finding the black stuff, governor.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
threw me off the very beginning of it.
I thought,
was
oh,
like,
he's dead already.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I
hey,
thought
yo.
okay, he's
Don't
dead.
you
We're
like
gonna
that,
we're gonna
right?
find out how he died. Yeah, we're gonna find
Yeah.
out how
I
he died.
thought that.
Whoa,
and then it goes
Quentin
into, like,
Tarantino this.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey was great.
Mm-hmm.
He was great.
Chef kiss.
Just a
And
plethora of characters that are really good.
Unlike,
God.
and we talked about this last week, and I really like rock and roll, so I gave it an 8. Unlike last week, the American voice in this one totally works and
Yes.
it's seamless. So I think he learned from that one how to get to this.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will say this. Matthew McConaughey, his character, don't play around with his wife. I'll tell you that much.
For real.
he doesn't
was
play. I
obsessed
mean,
with
they
his
show
wife.
you in his origin story that he was, he's pretty legit with what he wanted to do and get done. So,
Mm-hmm.
And McConaughey's a badass, but my favorite character in this whole movie is his number 1, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
mm.
He's the,
I just love the scene where they're getting the cell phones back.
Yeah.
He runs them down and he goes, "Look, I'll give you this money. Just set the phone down." And then they're like, "No, how about you give us the money and step off?" And then he pulls the gun out. He's like, "All right, we're not playing around anymore."
Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie because the way he was just like when the dude came up with the machete, he was like, and then reach it and shoot the gun up.
And there's several instances like that in this movie where someone's this level of gangster but don't realize they're dealing with this level of gangster.
Yeah, right.
Like the kids at the curry spot with Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah.
And then he turns around, just smacks him around.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to incorporate what Colin Farrell said. He says you got to think with in the gray.
Yes.
I was like, I'm gonna try to figure how to put that in my day-to-day, vocabulary.
If you don't dance, if you're gonna stab, don't dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So him trying to I guess he was trying to get out of the game. He wants to sell his company and all that. And then this guy right here, he's trying to sell it to him because he's like the other guy, the other big guy. 400 million. 400 million. He was gonna give him his whole operation, everything. What he did was he was going to estates of people who didn't want to take care of the estates anymore.
No, what it is it's old rich estate owners. They die, the kids inherit it, but because of the way the tax structure is, when they inherit it, they're getting taxed like half of what the estate's valued at. So they can't afford the upkeep anymore. So he's like, "Look, I'll give you money so you can do that, but I'm going to use some of your land for what I'm doing, and we just don't talk about it." So that's why. Remember when at one point he's like, "Look, I'll pay for your roof, because I still want to use your land." Yeah.
But this guy right here, he messed up, boy. He messed
big
up.
Time.
You don't really find out toward the end, but he sets it up so that his operation, one of his farms gets found out, and then the toddlers come in and wreck one of his operations, film a rap video.
That
I was like, what?
That's
well, I love how they just put black bars here on their eyes.
Yeah, right.
Nobody knows who you are.
Right. I was like,
which is wild.
And how many people walk around in those jumped up sweatsuits like that?
Right.
That you can't figure out who that is.
And the fact they always wear them when they go outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time you see them outside, if they're not in the gym wearing tank tops and boxing gear, they in those sweatsuits.
Right. I did love when Colin Farrell goes to do his mea culpa. He's like, "Look, I can give you everything back, and that'll be fine." And he goes, "But I can't give you back your time and aggravation. So I will make it right.
Yeah.
Let my boys go."
Yeah.
That's where he I got something better for you.
Right.
Yeah.
This was pretty funny.
Yeah. I really 1000% agree. And I like the way Green got put it. It's like a lot of these characters think they this much of a gangster, and all of a sudden Matthew McConaughey and his number one is like, no, we're right here.
Right.
Even the Lord Lord Dragon?
Lord George.
George. Yeah.
Even he thinks he's
Lord George.
He's running, heroin?
Yeah.
And opium, but even he's still.
And he's like, if I could get to you in your own kitchen,
yes,
I could get to you anywhere. I was like,
yes,
what?
Yes. And it's kind of cartoony the way he throws up, but it still made me laugh.
Oh yeah. That was
this scene. How about this scene when the original one he's like when he shoots him and then backs up and you see what really happened?
Yeah. That was good.
I get mad every time I see this actor though. The guy who did Snake Eyes. Because I keep thinking of Snake Eyes.
That's who did Snake Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even put two together.
I love the scene where Hugh Grant's telling him about how he knows that Matthew and this guy are together because he caught him at Arsenal Stadium, by the way, at a football match, and he's filming them, and he's like, "Here, sit down. We'll read it like it's a play." And
Yeah.
he goes, "This is the worst translation ever." He's like, "No, it's not. It's right. His Cantonese is just bad."
He's a great character too.
He is
Yeah.
really good in this. How about the part where they make that story go away because they kidnap his boss?
No. You talking
I
about Big
just
Dave?
I just love when he's sitting there talking with, I think it's Charlie Hunnam, right? He goes, "You did this." He goes, and he goes, "You really can't unsee it once you see it." No, it's nightmare fuel. It'll stay with me forever.
Yeah. You saw Colorfield's face. His eyes was all bugged out. Yeah. No. Oh my God, that scene. I'm so glad they didn't show what he did to that pig.
Well, it's worse when it's in your head, like you imagine it.
Oh,
I'm not trying to have that in my head.
Good Lord. Yeah, so there's a lot of twists and turns in this.
Especially the last 10 minutes.
When they go to get
Yes.
the daughter of the rich guy.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good scene. Yeah. The guy falls off the roof, but he ends up being the son of the Russian.
He's looking at something on the ground.
Yeah, but we saw him earlier when he was in the freezer.
Yes.
We didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
Remember that? Well, I know who you are. Yeah, I don't know who you are. Who are you? Aslan.
Yeah, because
but then the daughter dies anyway.
She did from
from overdose. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had overdose.
Yeah, but the thing is the fact that I knew something was up. That kid was just overly cocky.
Oh,
the one that fell. And I was like, he's overly cocky for somebody that's just there for drugs. He must know somebody. And then when they show that who his father was, I said, that makes sense.
How about the cocky kid on the bike getting hit by the train?
Oh, I love that.
Oh, okay.
I love that scene. He kept trying to make it. You want to make Bunny run?
Yes.
Yes, I love that scene. Yep. He was talking all that cash, and then he opened up. Was it Matthew McConaughey? Oh no, his number one opened up the door.
Yep.
And he ran into it. So yeah, that was my
No, well, no, and then remember he tried. The other kid that was on the bike. Remember he goes over the thing, and then the train runs him over.
No, that's the Asian guy's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that gave him. That's the one that gave them the address to the drugs.
He was in the trunk.
You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, because it's like, I need my inhaler.
Yeah,
that's right. You're right.
Yeah, that was. Hey, look, I was not expecting that part. Like when he fell over, I was like, oh, okay, he probably hurt himself. They're gonna come pick him up. I saw the tracks. I was like, no, they're not. And then the movie was like, yes, we are. And they hit him with a train.
Yep.
The ending. Oh, then the guy at the end, he's trying to sell it as a movie. The script.
Yes.
Guy Ritchie. He said, "I tried to sell it to Guy Ritchie."
Wait, that's Guy Ritchie that was sitting there.
Yeah.
Wow. Mind blown. Mind blown.
I'm with
that
you.
was great.
I'm with you, Sam.
Mind blown. Like, and then he's like, but where's the ending? He's like, you need a sequel.
Right. Yes. Hey, as soon as he said, "What about the ending?" I said, "No, you need a sequel." And then when he said, I was like, "We're here."
Which means that they're gonna, I love when Colin Farrell says to him, basically, "I can't do this stuff anymore. This is the last thing. I'm out. I've done some things that I didn't really want to get into, so I'm done. And we're clean, right?" And then when he shoots the two Russian dudes, they're gonna kill him. He just goes.
He goes, yeah, like
and
you
walks
owe,
out.
like you
He
owe
walks
me
away.
yeah, you owe me one.
I love the scene with Matthew McConaughey character.
And the kids shoot up the other Russian guys that had Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, the toddlers. The toddlers saved Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
They was out to really kill him, but they saved him.
Well, that's why I was a little confused.
No,
it looked like the coach didn't know that what was going on. But the kids, his boxing kids knew because they were like, yeah, we're about to light up this dude right now. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Because he looked surprised when the Russian guys were there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But his kids were already on their way to get the Russian guy. Remember, he was like, "What are you doing?"
I thought
And
they
he's
was
like,
going
don't worry, coach. We're gonna take care of this right now.
I thought
Right.
they was going.
Right.
Wait, I thought they was going to get Matthew
No,
McConaughey's character.
they were going to get Hugh Grant.
They was going. Yeah, they was going to kill him.
Oh, maybe they. Yeah. That's probably what they went
But
to get Matthew.
they
but
saw
they
him in
ended
that.
up.
They saw him in
Yeah.
the truck,
Okay.
and he ducked just in time. And
Yeah. So
Now,
maybe,
my
yeah,
scene-
because they. Yeah. Go ahead.
my scene I loved is when Matthew McConaughey saved his wife from being raped.
Right.
Yes.
And I love the fact that it's like she's like just very subtle. Hey, he's like, hey. I'm like,
What was she shot the two guys with the little bullets?
Yeah, with the bullet.
I was like, wait a minute, did he give them a fake gun? Like, were they not real? And he's looking around and he's like this,
Yeah.
but then he falls. I was like, oh, that was real.
Yep.
But why wouldn't the Henry Golden guy? He had no weapons or nothing like that.
No, he's got his henchman with him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's not.
yeah.
Well, guns are illegal. Remember that. Guns are illegal over.
Handguns are illegal in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rifles and shotguns, all day.
Those, you can get them, but yeah, handguns are illegal in England.
Okay.
Doesn't mean people don't have them.
Right.
Just
yeah. And yeah, so the reporter guy doesn't get away.
No, Fletcher.
Yeah,
Fletcher knows to get away.
It was a slick one though, because he put that double twist on him. It's like, well, I kind of like turned it around on you because I kind of knew you were gonna do this.
Yeah, I told the
as well.
Russian boss that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too: is at the end where they're having their final meeting, and then he gets put in the box. But if you remember before that, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna have Wagyu again." Tell me for a split second you didn't think that was the pound of flesh from Matthew.
I did.
For a second, I did. I did. But then just the way it looked, though, I was like, no, that's not human.
Right.
Yeah. But
I still thought it was.
But yeah, this is a look inside. Like, I mean, it's a great movie, but you look at it, it's like this is how marijuana really
probably
gets places. You know what I mean? Like they were putting them in fish markets and fish things, and
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, wow. I was like,
so this is
There's a
the
show
movie,
about
right?
it.
There's a show on Netflix that it's same title. It's written by Guy Ritchie as well.
oh yeah, I saw that. I was wondering if that was part of it.
It's very, very good. It's a little more comedic than this. The only kind of it's not the same. The only kind of carryover is that the estate owner is kind of more involved with the weed business, and he's almost trying to get the people who, because he knows about it, he's trying to get them off the land. And there's a person who runs a car shop, but it's not the guy's wife. There's a bunch of similar characters. But yeah, I highly recommend.
Is it a continuing of the movie, or is it?
It's like almost like an alternate universe.
Oh,
It's similar in spots, but it's not the same.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
I'll
I
check it out.
highly recommend. But there's things with the weed business where you're like, where you find out how they get it through ports of call without giving it away. But like, it's because you can't just ship a shipping container full of marijuana to Sweden. You'll get caught.
Nah.
But there's a way they explain how that happens.
All right, this is a great film. We'll start off with Phil. What are you giving this film?
I like this film a lot. I enjoyed it. I am giving this 8.5.
8.5.
8.5, solid. It was a solid movie. Like I said, I think it's the best of the three that we've seen. And go on. I like the fast action, like kind of shots that he would go for. It's a lot more polished and a lot smoother of a drink going down, pretty much. So yeah,
Okay.
8.5 for me. I enjoyed it.
All right, see Bizzle.
I really, really enjoyed this film. I love the twist. I love each character was different from the other. I love just the fact that in some parts had a little revenge aspects to it. Somebody got done wrong, so they want to make sure that everything gets done right. I really like this film, like from beginning to end. Especially the last half hour of this movie. I was gonna be late. I just finished watching it, like 5 minutes before we got on. I was literally gonna be late to the show until I said I gotta finish watching this. and I think I'm gonna get higher than what Green Sugar gonna have it. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
9.5.
I really enjoy. This is the type of movie I could sit down and watch practically almost once a week.
All right. I'm going to give it a 9. I thought it was a great movie. Kept my interest from beginning to end. It was directed great. It was written great. I just like these kind of movies where you don't really need CGI or nothing. You're just telling a story.
Correct.
You're telling a story and you're filming it really well. That's a great movie. Thank you, Green Shirt Guy. You made me a Guy Ritchie fan. By
What's he
watching
say?
these
That, like,
trilogies.
how do you explain? Like, that's cinema. At the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's cinema. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cinema. So I'll give it a 9. And Green Shirt Guy, what's your number?
So, like I said when we started, Snatch at one point was probably my favorite Guy Ritchie movie, and I think this has supplanted it because he's gotten better. So I'm almost curious to see, because he's doing other things right now, to see when he makes another one of these. I mean, he's just gotten better. How much better he can be at the next one? If he does a sequel to this, he does a sequel to Rock and Rolla, something like that. But yeah, this is probably my favorite one of his. So I'm gonna match C-Bizzle, so he can't be higher than me. I'm saying 9.5 as well.
All right, 4. It gives it a 9.1.
See, the thing is, I was gonna give it a 9.
9.1.
I was gonna give it a 9.0, but the fact that Green Sugar God told me at the end that was actual Guy Ritchie.
Yes.
It blew my mind too, Sam. Like it blew yours. I had to give it an extra 0.5 to it.
Yeah. Great.
It's almost
movie,
like it's a tongue-in-cheek, like.
Yeah. Great movie. Great movie.
What did IMDb give it? Hold on, you had it up before.
Hold on.
Because we were really close. I think 2 of them.
7.8.
7.8. Oh, that's a little low, but okay.
7.8.
That's a little low.
Time to boycott IMDb.
All right, and next
Considering
week,
I think Rock and Roller was an 8 last
it's
week.
Cliff's turn, and he's doing. Yeah. Cliff's turn, and he's picking Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall for his season of directors. We're gonna be watching Jumpin' Jack Flash for episode number 130. So make sure you tune in.
I've seen this.
It's a good movie. I saw it a long time ago, starring Whoopi Goldberg. So make sure you tune in next week, episode 130, Film and Box Office News, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. Then tomorrow, we're doing New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode number 132. We got some Absolute Superman coming out. We got Transformers coming out. There's some Star Wars coming out. We'll go over all the key books, all the new books coming out, and give you chances to win ducks for the monthly giveaway. And we'll also be showing some stuff for the monthly giveaway. And I've got a lot. I missed last week. So I've got a lot. I got a lot to show and put in that giveaway. So make sure you tune in for that. On Wednesday, we took a week off, but we're back. New Comic Book Day Live, episode 135. The 2024 Best Ongoing Series for the CBC Awards. 2-time award-winning CBC Awards. Skits, new comics, shop talk, final order cutoff, and some giveaway stuff. It's a fun stuff. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday. And then next Thursday, Fill in the Blanks, episode number 4, Ultimate Wolverine with Green Shirt Guy and C-Bizzle.
You're not doing that pose, are you, C-Bizzle?
No.
Okay.
No.
So make sure.
That cheap, with the.
No, I'm not doing that.
You know what I'm talking about with the one from where it's got Hulk in it?
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Make sure you tune in for that. All right, let's spin for this last duck. You know what? Where is it at? Okay, that's it. But I'm going to read the comment section and then spin to give you guys more time to put that in there. I got 0 entries. That's not right.
You might have to refresh because I've seen people put it in there.
Yeah, I've seen. Refresh. Oh, that means I got to type it again.
I wonder if did you have the wrong stream when you clicked it, maybe?
Probably. And it's, what did I write? Let's get C-Bizzle to 500. All right. All right.
All right.
We'll give you guys more time to put that in there. I'm going to read through these comments and say hello to everyone. Shout out to Big Lion Cat 646 for becoming a channel member. We appreciate you for being here. Joseph Michaels, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Christina Payne got a duck tonight. Thank you. We appreciate you and all your work in the chats. Hafri Castro, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Old Wolf 65 is a channel member. Thank you for being here, Old Wolf 65. Bradazzle's here. Hello to you as well. Thank you for being here. Dan's Hobby Corner. Thank you for being here, Dan. Hello to you. JSS Brooklyn gave us a super chat. Thank you. Oh, I gotta write you in there for a duck. I'm sorry.
Yes, you do.
I almost forgot about that. Let's get that in there right now so you don't think I'm forgetting ya. JSS Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? All right. Who else? L. Ron Hubbard. Good to see you back. Says, oh, thank you, L. Ron Hubbard. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Grumpy G got a duck. Thank you for being here tonight. Comic Cap Collectibles is here tonight. Thank you for being here. Going down the rabbit hole. Who else? I know I saw a different one. My eyes can't catch up. Oh, that's it. All right.
My goggles, the goggles do nothing. Anyone?
No, what movie is that?
The Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
The goggles, they do nothing. With Atomic, whatever, in Fallout Boy, when he puts the goggles on and the acid goes by, he's like, "Ow, my eyes! The goggles, they do nothing."
They do nothing. All right, 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw. Who's gonna win the last duck of the night, ladies and gentlemen? For the best monthly giveaway in comics.
Hey.
35. You are in there like swimwear, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. All right, that's our show for tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for new keys and hot comics of the week. Going over all the new books coming out, all the new keys. We got some shakers as well. Going over all the top 10s as well. So for myself, for Phil, for Green Shirt Guy, for C Bizzle, for Cliff, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?